The biggest match on the football calendar, it is the Champions League final, and we've got Bayern taking on PSG. And guess what, folks? I've actually managed to squeeze in a bit of time to simulate the match over 100 times on Football Manager. Who's going to come out on top? We'll take a look at the data next. That's right, folks, back once again with another simulation video. Today we're taking a look at the Champions League final, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Football Manager related, Champions League related, Blackburn Rovers related, World Football related. We're going to know here, boys. Under one Roski, that's right. Goodness gracious me, what a showpiece we've got on our hands this coming Sunday. And hopefully behind me you should see 100, more than 100, over 100 snapshots of the old Champions League final, which I've simulated through Football Manager to see what is the most likely outcome. And we'll get to all that information in just a second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe, bang up to date with all the kinds of good stuff. And of course, big shout out to the Patreons. And breaking news, boys and girls, we have actually got a brand new Patreon. That's right, it is the Baker's Dozen complete, boys and girls. We have now got Ultra Oma Murat, who has joined the VIP gang of Patrons. If anyone else is out there wants to support the channel in another way, just like Ultra Oma Murat and the Chasing Pack, the likes of Dylan Goddard, William Shepherd, LG and Cow, Bianca Molnar, Daniel Mella, Cody Gaho, Joachim Johansson, Tom Beresford, Tom Clark, John Spurn, Russell Foss, and Aztec Marketing Mark. Check out the description. There is a link in there, patreon.com/Roverseas. You can support the channel in another way and kick us on to another level, boys and girls. We're trying to move this beast forward. Anyway, yeah, some absolute Bobby Dazzlers in there, some real shocking scorelines as well. I think I even saw a 4-4 draw, which went to penalties, and also a 3-3 draw as well, which obviously is not as good as a 4-4 draw. But anyway, let's enough about those guys. Let's jump into the details and take a little look at, of course, the data. Alrighty then, folks, I did actually simulate the game 100 times. It took me actually quite a few hours to get to that process to be able to do just that. It was a bit of a painstaking thing, but we got there in the end. So, what did I find out? Well, let's take a little look at the data then, shall we? We're going to start with how many goals were scored. Well, in total, there was 261 goal scores between the two sides, 146 for PSG, just 115 for Bayern, but where did they come from? And I want to give a bit of a disclaimer now. Of course, we're in a bit of a special, weird-ass season that is a little bit bizarre. Of course, there are players that, in the real world, should this game have been played in the relevant time, would have featured for this. I'm talking about your Edison Cavani's, your Thomas Muniz, who have since gone on to better things. Now, unfortunately, I didn't realise that little bit of tidbit. So those players or any other players that have contracts were expiring this season have remained on the books. So that might have tainted the data a little bit. But to be honest with you, there is a clear path in this simulation, and I think even with or without those players, the data would not be as skew. It would not be affected. I think of course those players have had a detrimental part to it, but I think if you pulled them, it still would go the same way. That's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, 146 goals scored by PSG, 115 by Bayern over the 102 simulations. That's a total of 261 games. So what the highest I did tell you, 4-4. I did see a 4-4. That was a 4-4 game. PSG actually scored 4 on multiple occasions, probably 3 or 4 times. Bayern just the twice. So yeah, and there was a couple of 3-3 belters in there as well. Anyway, here is your top 10 goal scorers, folks, from both sides combined in of course this illustrious list here. So we're going to start in reverse order. In number 10, it was Corentin Tolisso. That's right, of Bayern. He managed to bang 7 goals in his over his 102 matches. He might not have featured in all of them, but he got 7 goals over the duration of it. Joining him is Philippe Coutinho. Of course, has been a superstar revelation these past few games, getting a couple of goals against his parent club, Barcelona, in the process. It was also involved in a couple of the drama as they took on Lyon earlier today. So yeah, Coutinho's in there with 8 goals. He makes him number 9 goal scorer. In number 8, we have Julian Draxler. Yes, I haven't seen much of him, to be honest with you, in these knockout games, but he got himself 10 in this. There's one every 10 games he finds the back of the net. But who is number 6 then in the old illustrious list? It is Thiago. Yes, of course, much talked about a player who could be on the move this summer. I believe Liverpool are interested in him. It could be a done deal. I don't know. It could be just a matter of dotting the T's and crossing the I's. And I think maybe once this game is over, we should start to see the transfer activity crank up a notch. And Thiago could be one of the players on the move. So last you can see, we've got 3 Bayern players in that top 10 already, and only Julian Draxler. But that's all about to change as up steps Cavani. Edison Cavani, of course, he's now. Is he at Benfica? I don't know. I'm going to do a quick Google on that, but I think he's on his way out. He's definitely not part of this setup at PSG at the moment. So he is free agent. He is a free agent. He's not at Benfica. But he's had words with Benfica. But anyway, he was in the simulation. He did take part in quite a few of the games, and he managed to bag himself 20 goals. That's not too shabby as well. Moving forward, we have Thomas Muller. Yes, he, of course, ripped Barcelona a new one himself with his vision, with his creativity, and of course scoring goals as well. So Thomas Muller's up there with 20 as well. As we enter the what are we in the Power 4 now? Up steps Mario Icardi, and another player who's not really getting much limelight at the moment for me. I didn't really pay too much attention to League On last season. I don't know how many goals he got. I believe he's on loan, but I've not seen him, stand out. Maybe I've just been a little bit blind, but I've not seen him banging the goals. But he's got himself 25 here, 1 every 4. He finds the back of the net. But there's more. There is some good news for Bayern Munich fans. I think one of the main man is in that top 2. But Neymar's in there with 25 goals as well, same amount as Mario Icardi. So we have got 2 players left. Of course, you must be able to guess who is in those top 2, but which way around is it? I tell you what, as I was going through the numbers here, it was like a one-way traffic, and it was this man leading the line. Robert Lewandowski got himself 38 goals in the 102 simulations, but he was ousted in the end by Kylian Mbappe. He got himself 43 goals. Goodness gracious me. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Bayern players in that top 10, but there's also 5 PSG players. There seems to be quite a lot more goals. We've already seen the numbers there. Anyway, let's take a look at the goal scorers in full as they come scrolling down here. So Julian Bert got himself a goal. Those 2 OGs from Bayern players. Lewandowski actually got himself an own goal as well. I can't really remember who the other one was. Eric Smachim, Choupo-Moting got himself a couple of goals. Di Maria, just the 2. There's Thomas Meunier, got himself 3 goals as well. Thiago Silva, El Capitano got himself 4. And there's Marquinhos as well. And then we've seen the rest of their gang. How about Bayern's goals? Well, they came from these boys. David Alaba, just the 1 goal. Lucas Hernandez as well, the 1. Jerome Boateng, you would expect more from him, but just the 1. Nicolas Sewell and Alvaro Aldoza got himself a couple of goals. Ivan Perisic, who's on loan from Inter Milan, I think. Joshua Kimmich as well. Gnabry just got 5. Götze got 5. Benjamin Pavard 5 as well, and Corinthia Tolisso, and then the chasing pack. So those were your goal scorers in the 102 simulations. So those, of course, have a massive effect of which way this is going to go. But also another factor is red mist. There were a handful of players got themselves sent off. Just the 2 PSG players over the 102 matches. Cavani got himself sent off once, and Neymar tops the list there with 2 red cards. Of course, he can find the back of the net, but it's also got a bit of a discipline issue as well. So Neymar, just the 2, and then a whole cluster of Bayern players. 2, 4, 6 Bayern players. David Alaba, Nico Sule, Alvaro Aldoza, Loren Goretzka, Benjamin Pavard, and Thiago all get themselves sent off throughout this simulations as well. So bear all that in mind. Bear the goal scorers, bear the amount of goals, bear the red cards. Which way has it all gone? Well, we're going to tell you right now. So it's not good news for one side of the fence, and you can probably guess which way it is. But this is a simulation, folks. It's not where my prediction lies. If you want to check that bad boy out, there should be a link over there, or at least a thumbnail of the prediction show, which we've already made, and that prediction may in fact contradict this one as well. It is, what I have, my personal opinion of what's going to happen. Of course, you get to see and read what other viewers think will happen as well in the comment section as well. So make sure you check that bad boy out, have a little look, have a little gaze and see what it is. But anyway, let's take a look at the matches and the data. Well, we did simulate the game 102 times. 63 of the results went in favour for PSG. Just 39 for Bayern. That's a bit of a one-sided affair. So every 2 out of every 3 going in favour of PSG. I'm good with the maths today. I'm good with the maths. And out of those games that ended in 90 minutes, 43 of those went in favour of PSG. 26 went in favour of Bayern. That's a total of 69 dudes matches between these two sides in the Champions League final, of course. Moving on. what have we got here? This is games that went beyond 90 minutes. We're talking about penalties, extra time and all, and the golden goal or whatever. Actually, 33 times that the games went beyond 90 minutes. So that's a good third of them. And 20 of them went in favour of PSG, 13 went in favour of Bayern. Usually, in these simulations, there's a little bit of a shining light for one of the teams if it's one-sided such as this. But unfortunately, I can't give you Bayern fans any bit of good news here. Because as we take a look at the extra time games, there was 13 of them. And PSG just edged this one with seven games they won in extra time, 6 for Bayern. And if we take a look at the final one here, is the penalties. Games that went to penalties, 20 of them in total. PSG winning 13 of them and Bayern 7. So what does all that mean? What does it all mean, boys and girls? Well, to be honest with you, not much. Not much. It is a simulation. It is crazy. And there's a lot of goals in this. I am surprised with the amount of goals. But for me, if I was to take all this data and kind of simulate or kind of get a vibe of what I think is going to happen, I would say the data leans towards a 2-1 win in favour of PSG. And I would say the goal scorers would be Mbappe and Neymar and Lewandowski getting the 1-0 goal for Bayern. But that's what the computer thinks, the supercomputer. What do I think? Make sure you check out the channel. I've got my own prediction on the old channel as well, which it does include Digicast, and of course you can read the comments of other viewers and all that kind of jazz. But that, my friends, is what I've got for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. And of course, if you are new, bang the old subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Champions League related. Whoa, football related, we're going to know here, boys, under one Rooski. And if you want to go with that extra punch and support the channel in another way besides your viewership, there is Patreon. So make sure you check out the link down below. It might even be on the screen right about now. Patreon.com/Rovers to support the channel in another way, just like Ultra Omar Murat did just this day. He makes it number 13 Patreons. We're trying to get up to 20. Realistically, that would be a great old goal for the year. And if that's achievable, I don't know. Maybe I'll do something funky. I don't know. Something weird. But anyway, that's it, boys and girls. This will wrap up the 2019-2020 season. We are going to be doing, we've already started predicting the 2020 Champions League as well, in the qualifying campaigns and all that kind of jazz. We've also got other football on the channel. Of course, Scottish Premiership is live and at them. And of course, the Eredivisie is not around the corner, the Dutch League. And of course, League 1 is just about to start this weekend as well. As long as the COVID doesn't get in the way. Of course, the past few months has been absolutely crazy. With the old COVID and all that kind of stuff, and of course it has resulted in this delayed football, but hopefully normality will be right around the corner. But whatever you do, make sure you give the video some love, smash the thumbs up, and of course smash the subscribe, bang the little bell as well so you don't miss a beat. Lots of football still to come on the channel, plenty of predictions, plenty of FIFA, all that kind of jazz. We've got it all here, boys, under one roof, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Make sure you get your own stuff in the old comment section down below. I want to hear what you think about the simulation and more. Till then, I'm out. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.